Well, welcome. So today you've come here somehow to find a decent way to make a yogurt that looks as good as this. So this is the end result of what you're about to watch. It's a very simple process. It's not hard. And the only thing we're adding in there is some A2 half and half, some reuteri, a little bit of inulin, and a little, fun with it. And then you're going to get great looking yogurt like this. Tastes good, smells good, extremely healthy. So why are you going to do this? So the reason we're going to follow the Dr. Davis protocol, which is basically taking one of these healthy bacteria and cooking it for 36 hours in our ultimate yogurt maker, is we're going to be getting a lot more bacteria at the end of that than you would on the initial 37 billion CFUs. So we're going to dramatically increase that as it doubles every 3 hours, pretty much. And you end up with, between like billions and trillions of yogurt, which is going to help you combat that small intestinal bacteria overgrowth that's probably happened due to, who knows, a lot of issues could have come. Maybe you had to take antibiotics, or you had to take something that cleaned out your system, killed the bacteria in your small intestine, which allowed that bacteria that is kind of natural nastiness that hangs out in your large intestine to seep into and start colonizing the small intestine. And that's where a lot of the problems come from, is that the large intestine has the heavy mucus layer, has the thicker walls that keep that bacteria in check. And not all of it's really that bad for you. Some of it's actually been found to remove microplastics from the body. They've been very effective at that. However, when it gets into the small intestine, the mucus layer may be compromised, and the walls are not as thin and not as thick as they are in the large intestine. So it can't handle that kind of bacteria in the small intestine. And what happens is, when those die off, or the chemicals or whatever nastiness that those things have been known to cause, like depression, they've been known to cause like autoimmune issues, just a whole host of things, brain fog, you name it. There's a lot of it's been attributed to that bad bacteria getting into the small intestine and causing these issues. So what we're doing is, by eating this every 30 days, you eat half a cup of this for 30 days, it will clear that out. And so not only that, so there's also some added benefits with reuteri that the others don't have. One of the big benefits is that it increases empathy. And it does an amazing job with it. So if you're lacking in that, you have trouble with it, that's going to fix it. I guarantee it. I had issues. I had difficulties with being empathetic towards other people. I just didn't have that ability. But this fixed it. So not only that, if you're a religious person, it will help you connect more with your religion, help you see things in a different light. I'm telling you, this stuff's magic. It really is magic. So it did a wealth of things for me that I hope that they can do for you. So on this journey today, we're going to learn how to make this and see how this whole thing works. And it's very simple. You'll be surprised at how quick and easy it is. And when you get done with this first batch, the second batch is so much easier. So I'll have a link to a video that will show you how simple that is. So you don't need to mix in this or the inulin or anything else. You just get some of this, add some half and half, and then cook it. And that's it. Because you're starting off with a lot more bacteria than you would initially with something just right out of the bottle. So anyway, have fun, enjoy yourself. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Morning, how are y'all doing today? We are going to make a reuteri Dr. Davis protocol yogurt, healthy yogurt, using our ultimate yogurt maker. And what we're going to do this time, we're going to take your time and we are going to make a very high quality first batch, the reuteri. So what we're going to do, we're using food for gut, reuteri. The bacteria that you use to make this really matters a lot. It has a huge impact on the quality of the yogurt, how quickly it can replicate, and then your overall success on this type of program. We'll be using A2 half and half. Over the time, I've found that makes fantastic yogurt. And we're also going to be using our inulin. So, this is real simple stuff. What we're going to do now, normally you'd use one of these, right? So to make a higher quality yogurt, we are going to use more. So I'm going to use 2 per container. And I found that if you double up the amount that you would normally use, that it makes a fantastic yogurt right off the bat. Let's cap that. There we go. Yeah, now we're going to add, turn this on its side so I can get to it. I'm about out of my inulin. Made so many yogurt videos that about use the stuff up. I thought this would last forever. All right, so we got a good tablespoon each of inulin and our bacteria. Okay, now we're going to put our inulin back here. We're going to add a little bit of our half and half. Now, if you're in another part of the world that doesn't have this, you're going to be using whole milk and heavy cream. Or if you're in the UK, you get that awesome double cream. So you're going to use a quart. I guess about a cup of each per container. So what we're doing is kind of slurring this up a little bit, trying to mash it down some to where it won't be as lumpy. Now don't fret that you don't get all the lumps out. That's just the nature of the bacteria kind of binding to some of the prebiotic stuff we have here. That's okay. Nothing to worry about, because eventually it's going to go colonize this whole thing of milk. Just do your best to work out some of those clumps in there. But don't worry. It's all going to kind of fall into the bottom mostly. Okay, so that's that. Now let's put this as about as half of this as we can. And yeah, we didn't succeed there, so we're gonna have a little bit more here, a little bit less there. That's all right. So normally this will make 8 servings each. So you don't have to make that this often. But if you're making it for other family members, then you know. All right. So stick this in here, and let's go over here. Get the other one. Stick this in here. Now what I'm doing too is that this is these little trays. We sell these, or if you, I'll have the 3D printed, so I'll have the link in there if you want to just print it yourself. So it's about 5 milliliters, and what it does, it keeps it off the bottom, and it helps it from getting overcooked because that's where the heat is coming from. So it provides a little bit better cook than it would normally. Now we're going to add water. This is an ultimate yogurt maker, so it requires water to be added and to go over the line. Okay, so we had one, add a little bit more than the other. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more over the line, because what will happen is when this is hot, the water will start to move up, and then this will go down a little bit. So what you want to make sure that the milk is always consistent with the water. That way you have a consistent temperature and the whole thing cooks as it should. Okay, let's put our top on and let's plug it in. Now this is reuteri, so its temperature in Fahrenheit is 99 degrees. For Celsius land is about 37. We're going to hit start, and this is our time. We're going to bump this up to 36 hours. So that means it's 8 a.m. Here now. That means I will be taking this out at 8 p.m. Not tomorrow. Actually, yeah, tomorrow. I think tomorrow. 8:36. Yeah, that's it. All right, so I'll see you again in 36 hours. All right, it's done. Looks really good. That one looks good. That one looks good. All right, let's put these in the fridge and we'll try them out tomorrow. Okay, we have had this in the fridge for a little bit, and we're gonna see how it came out. So let's pop this open, and look at that. There's a little bit of water in there. Really not so bad. The smells really good. So it looks good. How's the other one look? It looks equally as awesome. Super, super good looking stuff. A little bit of water there. Very solid, right? So adding that extra bacteria, right, kind of doubling up the dose, I think definitely did the trick for this. And what I've seen, I've done this a few times, adding more bacteria than normal, it gets a very thick, nice yogurt. So, and A2 in particular, I think that makes a very good yogurt. So, also, what's important is the brand, right? So, I've been using Foods for Gut for a while for the reuteri, and I've always consistently gotten really good yogurt. Now, over time, I've gotten better at it. I've been adding a lot more to my initial batch than what I have been in the past. And then since I've been doing that, my first batch comes out just super every single time. So it is basically, what is important is the ingredients that you're putting in here. The protocol is really simple. You just saw that. I mean, it takes you about 5 minutes to kind of mix up the ingredients, throw it in a yogurt maker, and then you're done in 36 hours. It's just the ingredients are important. I found that out when I was trying to make Subtilis. I was making it, unfortunately, with this brand, but I used a different strain, H58, and that came out really, really well. So before it was just, you know, the bacteria just didn't make that brand didn't make a very good yogurt. But however, the H58 strain made fantastic yogurt. Did very well. So that's definitely the important thing, is the ingredients. You get that right, you're going to get consistently good yogurt every single time. So if you don't use this brand, you can look and see on Dr. Davis's forums. Use the one that he recommends. You look and see what other people have had success with, and that will get you to the point where you're going to get good yogurt. Okay, that being said, let's try it. There we go. Look at that. Oh, there you go. That's nice. That is a nice looking yogurt. All right. So now this is typical for a reuteri, right? And pretty much you're going to get some whey. No matter which way you slice it, even on your second, third, fourth batches, you're going to get some whey. That's just the nature of how this bacteria works. But I mean, the benefits far outweigh any kind of like imperfections it may have. But every single yogurt, right? Even the ones you buy from the store, the Greek type, you're still going to get some whey after you take out that initial one. But anyway, so let's try this. So the consistency looks really good. The smell is very good. Taste is superior. I love it, love it, love it. I have a sharpness, of course, from the reuteri. I don't have an extreme amount. But then again, I'm kind of used to it, right? I've been eating this for a long time. But it's good. You can tell there's some good bacteria in there. It tastes really good. Now, if the sharpness is a little bit much, add some honey. That will even out that taste. You don't need a lot of honey. You can just add a little bit, and it will make that taste better. I do that kind of every day. Add a little bit of local honey. Helps me out. Helps me build immunity against some of the allergens that are here. Over time, it kind of builds up. But yeah, this is a winner for sure. So just remember, ingredients matter. Putting a little bit more in than is recommended will definitely get you going faster on this. And being patient with it. Be patient with yourself. Maybe the first time doesn't go well. Try it again. Try it again. You'll eventually get it. And you'll get it to a way that you're going to be very happy with how you're doing it. So, last thing is something I just forgot what I was going to say. Well, anyway, I appreciate you all watching. Y'all take care. Wish you the best of luck on your yogurt adventures. If you have any questions, your comments, whatever, I'm always welcome to answer those as quickly as I can. And I appreciate y'all watching. Thanks. Take care.